I can hear you well.
Awesome. Welcome. We're live.
Yes, we are.
Hi. First time on a live stream, huh?
Yeah. Should we run some intros?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Doldo, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'm Duldul. I'm a trader. Uh, what else I can say? Power user of StarChat at this point. Uh, yeah, and contributing for Kronos Ventures.
Interesting. Ole, a new face, fresh blood. Give it to us.
Yeah, hey, I'm Ole. I'm a future pro trader, right? Now, I'm actually right now in my learning phase of becoming a trader, doing this with Starchild and the Starchild team. Um, in real life, I'm also a musician. So I have, like my life as a musician and as a music teacher. And on the other hand, my Web3 life, which I'm very happy I can live now here with you. And yeah, who's Ben Yorker? I don't know. Who's that guy?
Far less talented than you, I'm afraid. Um, 8 years in crypto now, I think, from the from the humble beginnings back in 2017. It feels like we've definitely entered between 2024 and 2025 like a new era where crypto had done almost everything that crypto could do on its own, getting to the point where it nearly single-handedly won an election for a US president and was the forefront of the BlackRock ETF portfolio. um, where else can it go, right? And then the mentality that we're seeing now with how AI is reshaping everything, and it's a very exciting technology now. Every single vertical is being upheaved by this AI renaissance, and I feel like if you're not adopting AI into your personal life, you're going to be left behind. If, as a company or a project, you are not incorporating some new technologies, you're going to be left behind. So that's where we are now. I think that's where this live stream picks up. On the a few days after we launched our first, I would say our first real serious AI product. Previously, we had launched a few other things, but very excited to share it with everyone and discuss it with you two fine gentlemen. Uh, so yeah, should we get started?
Yeah, I think it's the time. So Ben, maybe you tell us a bit about vibe trading. What is it, and what's the
Yeah,
launch?
I mean, yeah, we can go straight in. I think just typically with these live streams, we tend to run through a few of the top woo topics, and I think now that we've diversified a little bit with having Ole here, um, if we want to save some time at the end for more general stuff, more general discussion about how to participate in crypto and be a content creator, whatever you guys want to talk about, we can. But if we want to start with the meat of the evening, I can go ahead and add that presentation to the slide. What do you think?
Sounds good to
Yes or
me.
no? All right. Well, don't be shy.
Yeah, we have to practice. It's been a while, man.
All right. I'm just going to drop this into full screen mode then, and I will not be able to see you guys. So let me know if anything looks amiss.
It
All
looks good,
right.
man.
So great. The headlining topic now is vibe trading is now live on Starchild. So what does that mean, right? I think the biggest difference between a successful professional trader and then the millions of what we call retail traders who generally just lose money in the markets, right? Unless it's just an absolutely epic bull run, is there's a lot of factors, and a lot of it is things like education, skill level, but some of it's like technology, infrastructure. Another is just like emotional control, risk management, things that you don't really you can control, but it's harder to do. I would say the last element is time. Like if you're a father, if you're working full time, you're doing sports on the weekends, you don't have a lot of time to be 24/7 glued to the market. So that is really what vibe trading is about solving. It's about abstracting all those things I just mentioned from the trading process, because with AI, they're really not necessary, right? You don't need to pick the perfect trade when you have far smarter models who are able to do it for you. And you don't need to manage your risk when automated systems can do it so much better, right? So that's what vibe trading is in a very high level. What that looks like to an individual user when they log in for the first time, they're able to just describe like a very basic concept, right? It could be something like, like Trump drops all tariffs and acquires Greenland, and I want to trade that reflects this specific event, right? So AI can dig into that. So what sort of assets will do well in this scenario? What sort of assets will do poorly in this scenario? In this scenario, what are the kind of the invalidation points, the risks that you should have? And it can build all of this into one strategy. And then, of course, it can go back through it. You can chat with it, refine it, do whatever you want. And then you'll be able to deploy it, right? So that's a very basic concept of how trading goes from being this like physics level MIT background quantitative skill to something that just anybody who has a idea or prediction on where the world will go. And I think this gets even more important with things like prediction markets becoming so popular, because there's just so many opportunities to make trades if you have the time and the skill to do so. So I don't know, I think I'll pause. What do you guys think about that explanation?
I think it's pretty good. It actually hits right now exactly what I see on X at the moment, like the interest. I mean, I've been very active in different space discussions, and you see it obviously, right, guys? When you check X, it's all about vibe coding here and there, and people getting creative. There are a lot of builders right now out there actually creating dope stuff. And when it comes to Star Child and vibe trading, I think it hits perfectly this audience, because they're obviously, well, when it comes now just for CT space, they're all there to make money, right? And they're already building stuff actually which gives them value in some sort of way, even also like when it's just building a website for themselves, or how to actually make the X algorithm make the perfect post. Like, I see a lot of cool stuff, but at the end, these things, they're always there to make them money or profit in some sort of way. And I think vibe trading is exactly this, and I want to see this and builders on X actually using it. I think there is big potential for each individual, especially when it's also just for free, right? We can just like hop in and just start and experimenting with it and testing it. And I think, yeah, I'm looking forward to do this like at the weekend, to have some more time to actually dive into it. But yeah, I'm very, very, I'm so happy to actually be part of this, to be honest.
Yeah, so I feel like with vibe trading, it's a really good tool for people who are already profitable and they just want to optimize the life. Like the basic started version that we released before, it was very cool for beginners or people that want to learn, or they miss ideas for trades, or they want to discuss a trade. They want to get feedback because they're still learning or whatever. With vibe trading, it also appeals to guys who know what they're doing. They have a strategy, but they are not able, or they are not willing to spend the whole life in front of monitors. I know that at some point I will be using it a lot. At this market, I'm not trading a lot. I just buy spot stuff that I like. But at some point, when the easy mode is back, I know what I want to prompt, and it helps you. I tried vibe trading, and the cool idea is when you don't know what exactly your strategy is like. This is like generally vibe trading. You know what you're doing, you know what you're looking for, but you don't know how to exactly empathize it, how to explain it. Starchit helps you to put framework on that, on what you like. Then you can try to work on that with it, and you can prompt it in a way that when you sleep, it can be executed the way you liked. You don't have to anymore guess with limit orders. Maybe it will get filled, but what if gets filled and there is instant invalidation, and you are just not able to close it? or you're not willing to spend so much time. Like at some point, when I joined the space, I was like, okay, when you're finally profitable, when you know what you're doing, like why you don't hustle that much? How can a guy who just entering the space compete in people who are already in trading for like 20, 40 years? But at some point when you know what you're doing and you're profitable, you get less hungry. You're not so hungry anymore. And that's where new traders, new people, new generation can enter and make some money for themselves. It's not
Is
like,
is
yeah,
this your
yeah.
way of telling the world you're a profitable trader?
Pardon me?
Is this your way of telling the world that you're a profitable trader?
Uh, no, that's not my way. I'm still very hungry. I'm very, very hungry and I'm very young. But when you're 45 years old, there are better things to do when you made some money and you are not so much hungry anymore. You're willing to do some other stuff. You want to go vacations with your family. You want to relax. You want to focus on your health because usually you sacrifice health for the financial benefits in the space. Neglecting sleep and such, or gym, or what you eat, and so on and so on. And I see
Who are you,
Vibe
who are you calling 45?
Jack. So,
I've got a few
so
years left.
yeah, he gets a few years left, but you're heading there too, Ben. So
Mm,
at some point when you know what you're doing, like just leverage the tools that are already built or are being built to make your life better. Um,
hmm
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm definitely on the wrong side of 35, and in many ways, I think our generation is quite lucky that we get to be towards the early side of AI and we get to learn about it. I look at some of the kids who are in college now, and I kind of wonder, how much time are they going to waste and end up in careers that just get completely decimated by AI. But luckily, that's one of the reasons why we're building Starchild. I mean, it should give everybody a fighting chance and help them to, compete with the biggest institutions in the world, at least be on a similar playing field in terms of being able to run basic automation, being able to do coded strategies instead of just clicking blindly through life. Should we pull up the platform real quick?
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
All right, I'm going to share this tab instead. This is what you're greeted with when you join. Very simple AI interface, and this is where you can just describe your intent. Like, I think all tariffs will be dropped. Greenland will be part of the red, white, and blue. And Russia will make peace with Ukraine, right? So you can drop a similar idea. You could go and generate it. I'm not going to do that right now because I already have a strategy that I'm working on. So I'm going to share this instead. This is the strategy I had earlier. Scroll up to the top, you can actually see my initial prompt. I basically said, I think we're still in a bear market. It's going to be choppy. So my main target here is to short tokens with heavy unlocks in the short term, and then be long assets like BTC and Woo. I added Woo because there are no unlocks, right? So I feel like if we're chopping away, the ones with the heavy overhang will perform worse. And as you can see, Starchild basically walks me back through it. They apply a systematic structure to it. They apply risk management to it. And then I just have to click the button that says generate code. And all of this code over here was instantly created. Well, not instantly, it takes a few minutes. And then this flow, which allows me to kind of understand, if I'm not an expert in reading code, but you can understand the different data sources that are feeding into the strategy. Here are the different indicators it's looking at, RSI, things like that. And then here's the logic, decides when to take a position, if it has a position, when to exit, all of these scenarios. And then down here, importantly, the risk management window. So you can understand your take profit, your stop loss, your leverage, your size. To be honest, you don't even really need to look at this. It's only for people who want a little more control. Like if you're feeling roughly comfortable with the structure that it describes over here in the left column, then you can just go ahead and click generate code and run the strategy. I think I put it down here. I start paper trading. So basically what that looks like now, I'm going to share a different tab. This is what happens when it's actually running. So you can see the initial equity. For the paper trading, everything starts at 10K. My P&L is down 70 cents. How will I ever recover from this? And then you can see the different positions and orders that it's placed, and it will leave a history over here. I think the cool thing about using AI to trade is it provides reasoning for everything. It explains why did it take that trade, and you can talk to it, explain, the logic, right? And so it's even giving you a analysis over what happened. It says over one day, the strategy generated 2 signals and executed 6 orders. This will continuously be updating, so you can really just go away and leave it and not worry about it. And if you want to come back and get a overview of what's happening, it can provide that. So this is everything that's going on here. A lot of what you're seeing is very early stage, but we wanted to get this into the hands of users as soon as possible because we don't want to dictate where this product goes. We want users and their needs to dictate where this product goes. And there's just so many directions we can take this on top of this existing foundation. As you can see, there's also a leaderboard. So you can see all the different strategies that have been deployed. And eventually you'll be able to follow or copy these strategies. But yeah, I think all of this stuff, we really want you guys to get in here, try it out, make a strategy, and tell us what is the feature you would need to start using this tomorrow, right? And or what is the main barrier that's stopping you from using this? And then we'll go and do it. The team building this is really strong, really fast. They're all empowered by AI. So they ship very quickly. Just get in there on the Telegram and drop feedback, and we will continue to improve this tool very quickly. So yeah, guys, any thoughts?
Yeah, man, it's awesome. I really want to try it now, and I'm super bullish on this. That we can actually share later on the strategies and see which strategy is most profitable, and actually you can look into it and check it out. And actually, what I thought when you just said it, when I found a profitable strategy, I can also just copy this one and exchange the setting of an event, whatever. I don't know. I think it has. This is very interesting for. I'm not bullish on the copy trading effect, because when you have the same strategy, I think you have to be mindful. But when the strategy works, you can probably put it into another scenario, which you there again very single-handed and actually can perform maybe, which other people are not aware of a market maybe you're more specialized in. When it comes strategy, I don't know, poly market bets, when we talk about this one, I hear a lot of people in my timeline that are into sports, poly market predictions, and then also events what's happening in the world. And if you have events, you're aiming and looking into it. I think this is I'm very bullish about this. Very interesting.
Yeah. I'm editing a slide on the fly to address that very topic. Give me 1 second. Michael, say something insightful.
I like BTC.
I have something insightful, actually. Thank you, Ben, for shipping me the merch. It's pretty dope. Look at that one. See that? Yeah, So
For a second, I thought it would be orderly merch, but this
I was thinking, what did I ship? Because I actually have that T-shirt for you, but I haven't shipped it to Europe yet. Apologies.
I was waiting the whole stream to make this joke, and I don't know if it actually was placed well, but I'm happy I did it now.
No, it was perfect timing. The topic you hit on there is something that's very much on our timeline, right? And we put this there. We wanted to have fun with it, so we put some fun names where, the Empire of AI. But the Empire of AI, the key concept here is that the human that is in the loop is getting continually smaller, right? Their influence is smaller. Their ability to mess things up is getting smaller. And AI is trending towards this self-healing structure where the AI can review logs It can look for imperfections. It can debug itself. It can fix itself. The CEO of Anthropic has been talking about this a lot lately. He thinks we're about 6 to 12 months away from this sort of thing. And I think once that happens, you really have to start wondering, like, what is the role of, something like a software engineer in this world when AI is going to be much powerful. And from a trading standpoint, that application, being able to constantly review your performance versus back testing, understand where these inefficiencies, testing the strategy, simulating it on other venues with other assets with slightly different settings to find out is very exciting. And then that would lead us to a post-human sort of world where you are really better off, like Michael talked about, just taking the kids to the park and having a beer and letting AI do its work, right? So hopefully in that reality, it goes well for humans, and we're able to make sure that wealth is equally distributed across a global population, and it doesn't end up in the hands of a few corporations. But we're hopefully doing our part with Starchild to give people the opportunity to take advantage of these technologies. Some sombering news.
We got a question earlier when we posted the space actually at the live stream. I know it's probably a more like a troll question, but I still want to promise people when they ask questions we can answer them. So first question is, what is my favorite anime? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Very quick, but now we come to the more hot topics. It's probably more a question for Duldul. So why is gold pumping and why is BTC not pumping? So this is the question we got for now.
Where are you seeing the questions?
I just got it under the 90 minutes announcement when you said this.
Oh, okay, great. Right, if people post on the live stream, it will actually show up.
Yeah. It was just a question from a guy earlier.
Okay.
So this question, why gold is pumping and BTC not?
Well, I'm not a great commodities trader and TradFi trader, but I think the easy answer is gold is considered as a safe haven, and there is like definitely metals meta going on. Silver, platinum, palladium, or whatever the name of the metal is. I don't know in English, but it's been quite a busy period in the end of the last year and now. Trump and Greenland, China and US, Venezuela, constant geopolitics fight for being the leader in the world, and showing who's the big guy with big balls. Money rotated to gold as a safe haven, and also it's like a momentum trade. Like once it goes up, it can keep going up for a very long time. So that's why gold is up. That's why silver is up. I exited my silver trade too early, but yeah. Also, like historically, every time silver was pumping hard, it was almost the top for gold, and silver has it in the history that it crashes quite quickly and it's very volatile assets when it's performing this way. But in the other hand, silver is now and gold it's very much needed to build computers and graphic cards and everything with AI. So that's probably it. Yeah.
It will be interesting where this is heading, to be honest. When I see, yeah, it's needed, but I would like to know how much percentage of the graph is right now just speculation. Obviously, it's very much pumping, and maybe it was mispriced earlier on. But yeah, I want to see where this can head actually, because silver is nearly like scratching $100 already, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, the physical price of silver, like in Europe versus in Asia, there is like $10 difference. It's actually funny because I outperformed my 25 performance with my sister's folio. I bought her gold, I bought her silver. I think I bought her silver like $22 and sold at like 75. And I was like, okay, people are getting into line to buy coins. This is the top. and here we are trading $20 higher on silver. So yeah, a fumble, but still having the gold exposure. I don't think I would like to sell it anytime soon. Yeah, it's like safe haven. So
Nice, nice. I'm real quick. I'm recently participating in a trading competition. I don't know. I try to be under the top 40. Right now, I'm top 18. I really
nice.
hope I can qualify for the 1 million pot. I don't know. It's obviously just fun to participate, but on the leaderboard, I'm right now 18th place, but it's still 4 days open, I think, or 3 days. So a lot of people got very much beaten by this volatility at the moment. I mean, we see the long and short positions on BTC just going up and down. It's pretty volatile at the moment. And obviously in the competition, it's paper trading competition. So people take a lot of risk, and I cannot participate in a normal setting because people gonna just like Bitcoin longs 40x, right? So this is pretty stupid. And when like 40 or I don't know, a lot of people are doing, I don't know how many people participate, but it's over 200, 300 at the moment. And if they all leverage long, it's like, yeah, I mean, in the real market, they always do this, but yeah, let's see how far I can. It would be cool to qualify, to be honest. Let's see. I used StarChat for the trading. It helped me quite good, but again, I don't wanna. I'm under the trial accounts, which also can participate if you click on it. Yeah, and I think place 18. Yeah, there we are.
Yes.
So
All right.
yeah, let's see how that goes. I have some trades open, but the UI is a little bit bugged on the side, so I think it's not right at the moment. But you see these people, they're just like I know the top wallet. He was in a space earlier. They're just like all max out leverage trading and just praying that it works. And you have 3 tries actually, and after 3, you have to make a new account basically. So obviously people like trying to like trick the system with just open more accounts, but yeah, I try this now. It's just fun. I think it's cool content also to just participate in.
All right. Well, I hope you can get past Diana Jacobs 22. Here she's a real legend of CT.
Yeah, let's outperform everyone with StarChat, I guess.
There you go. All right. Should we swing back to this, Michael? Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, so the governance proposal went through, and we burned 300 mil tokens that were supposed to be unlocked when we hit the FDV KPIs. It was 2, 4, 6, and 8 bill FDV goals. So every time when we would hit it, there would be unlocked 75 millions of tokens. We decided to, because many people misunderstood how it works, why those tokens are locked, when they will unlock. Also with platforms like where you can follow the unlocks, it was very hard to usually get it done to make sure it's properly showed. So we heard the community asking about those unlocks, and the proposal went through, and we burned those tokens. They're gone forever, and by that we managed to burn like 50% of all tokens historically of WU. I think almost like 50%. So that's quite impressive in my opinion.
100%. 100% circulating to FTV. It's a good sign. Yeah, there's another bullet point there. I think it's important that we keep the governance progress going. So I'd like to get some discussion started about how to further optimize the weekly buybacks. Right now, the weekly buybacks and burns are happening. Another 500,000 was burned today. Every week, part of the revenue is sent to doing buybacks and burns. But to be honest, the buyback and burn meta is kind of weak right now. All token metas are weak, but it's kind of weak. So I think we should start to discuss that over on the Discord. So if you're listening to this and you have ideas, please bring them forward. I'll put a post in there shortly after this call, and we can discuss that. There are some more stats there. Yeah. So I guess we can pause there. I'm the major call to action, and I didn't put it on a slide, so I'll just pull it up on the screen here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so the major call to action this week, please go over to iamstarchild.com. It's like a Web3 login, so if you have a wallet, I recommend doing this from the PC. Right now, it's not optimized for mobile, should be very soon. But for now, if you can just log in on your PC with a wallet, all the major ones like Rabby, MetaMask, Phantom, Soulflare, whatever you use will work. And then just come up with a strategy, use natural language to create and refine it. Though I said the more unique, the better. I know a lot of people get on there and they're like, okay, I want to buy Bitcoin, but try to go a little bit more creative than that, because we want to really discover some of like the edge cases of how this is being used, and then just run it. We have a Telegram group here that you can join. I'm not sure what the link is, but anyway, just find this tweet and join the group. And then we can give us any feedback you have. I've spent my whole day. I've talked to over 60 traders and users. I've been talking to them to find out about what are the barriers, what do they feel like are the opportunities, trying to get more information out of them. So instead of guessing, we go to the devs and say, hey, look, this is the #1 thing people want to see. Let's ship it. So yeah, please jump in there, try it out, give us some feedback.
Yeah, and stay alive. Don't get liquidated. And wishing you solid P&L. And yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 30 minutes. Is anyone going to hurl some question at us? Did you get any ones in your DMs, boys?
Only Tinder girls. Nah, actually. I wish, bro. I wish I'm a crypto bro. So probably I'm not for me actually. But yeah, guys, I'm more active on X. Probably see you in a few spaces. I'm actually, by the way, I mean I can talk about this here. Probably opening soon a daily Twitter space series with a friend, Shotgun. So I will inform you about this, and there we obviously can also chat about all the things regarding StarChart and of course other like Web3 based topics. I know this space is pretty filled with new topics, and we can all discuss it there, and it's nice to catch up there. But yeah, I mean, is there? Let's check if there are a few more questions or not.
Yeah, one thing, Ole, I mean, you're very connected to the creator space. I think for crypto and AI projects, having these content creators who are building things with the tools and then creating content about it is one of the things that have made traditional AI, like Web2 AI solutions so powerful. I know probably you guys, if you're like me, your timeline, you cannot scroll more than 5 posts without seeing something that Claude Code built that is so amazing and world changing. So we need people like this. If you meet them, we can start chatting with them about different ways that they can create content and work with us. But it's going to be a very busy first quarter here with Woo and with StarChild.
For potential people right now watching and you want to build your X account, which I can see, like it's hard sometimes to get in touch with, these big creators. StarChart is a free opportunity to actually, do something. When you know your favorite key opinion leader or just person you want to get in touch with, build him a strategy. Maybe like what he's into. Maybe he's like big into prediction markets, and you can show this what you built there, because people sharing on the timeline their things, like when it comes to vibe coding, people are just sharing it. And actually I saw people just making for other people content just around this. And I think it's a free, like, especially I know there are a lot of, I mean I'm in this bubble when it comes to content creation, and people are like, after this InfoFi death, basically, they are like, sometimes a lot of people don't know really what they want to do. Here's a free opportunity actually to be involved with the space and build actually something meaningful and try new things out, and it's free. So there's no barrier to actually provide for yourself a value, but also maybe potential for other people when you create a profitable strategy. And I think the learning mentality in the space is quite big. And if you, of course, it's easy to just show wins, right? Just show P&L charts, but it's the reputation you get through actually having skin in the game and showing that you're participating. And I think this is a very good opportunity for a lot of people to just try new things out. And I want to just say, try it. Like, how often you have like a barrier to try something, and here it's literally zero barrier. Just chat and start, right? I want to say this.
Yeah, and just to add on there, I think for existing like Woo guys, like one of the reasons I'm so excited about this is because when you're building in crypto for crypto, your market is so small and your market is so fragile, because when Bitcoin crashes, everything else crashes, volume dries up, liquidity dries up, no one does anything, the sky is falling, everything's going to zero. But now with a lot of these technologies, particularly like prediction markets, that's 24/7, 365, right? And it's slipped a little bit into sports betting, which brings in a whole new audience, right? Like you could use these tools to bet on elections. You could maybe bet's not the right word, to predict elections, to predict who's the outcome of the Premier League matches, the World Cup this summer, right? Like there's just so many new avenues. And as we're starting to see the TradFi assets, the metals, the commodities leak on chain too, the market just got big. You don't have to be a crypto product anymore. Like I wouldn't say Polymarket to a normie is a crypto product. And that's such a huge differentiation, because we used to think we were going to have to onboard everybody to get true mainstream adoption. But now it seems like the lines have blurred so much that you can dip in between and with your application. And as long as it's good, and as long as people can make money, they're going to sign up and find a way.
Yeah, this is actually big. I mean, we have to think outside of the box, and crypto is of course the base for us, but there's way more to discover, and especially what we're building here is which has potential in the real world, not just this crypto space. And yeah.
All right. Any last thoughts before we wrap it up?
I think Mustache for the win. I think you should ban also group Mustache. I think this would fit the space. Just you should do it. Try it. Like, can you do this just for us?
I could probably do it, but I don't think it'd be too popular with the family members in my life.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's just Doodle and me rocking it. Well, that's also fine.
All right. Doodle, you're quiet over there. Should we wrap it up here?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Retire your bloodline, guys. Good luck.
I'll do my best. See you next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.